Hi, it's Sylvester, and welcome to my apartment tour. I'm already out of breath because I'm actually kind of nervous making this video because I am showing you a glimpse of my life. I'm letting you into my life in a way that feels very intimate. So, yeah, one thing you're gonna find out in this video, if you didn't already know about me, is that I am very, very weird, and the way I do things is very, very weird. So, anyways, welcome to the bedroom. This is, as they say, where the magic happens. It's not very fancy, but it's it's functional. So here's my bed, obviously. There is a step ladder, my vacuum. This in a garbage bag right here is a blanket that my mom gave me. I have a video on my second channel talking about this, but I got in my own head and started getting really anxious because my mom gave me a blanket and it's perfectly clean, but for some reason I convinced myself that it might have fleas because my mom has a cat, and I was like, what if the blanket she gave me has fleas? And so I put it in this garbage bag until I do laundry, and then obviously I'm going to wash it. But yeah, that's what I mean by I'm weird. I'm very paranoid. I'm very anal. I'm very weird. Under here we have a space heater, and then we have my fan, which I've shoved some pieces of paper into the fan because if I don't do that, then the cage like rattles and it's very annoying. Here we have a dresser. My mom bought me this dresser. Thank you, Mom. And I have my socks, my boxers, and some clothes. And then we have the closet. We have the back of the door, which has my very old bathrobe and a mirror. And then we have the closet, which has all of my very, very many shirts. I have a lot of shirts, as it turns out. I just really, really love shirts, and also I really don't like getting rid of things. So there's that. There's some shirts in here that are probably ready to be retired, but I'm not going to get rid of them until they are absolutely falling apart, because that's just the way I am. Again, I'm sorry I'm out of breath, but I'm a little bit nervous making this video. So then we have an old vacuum. In case the vacuum I have currently breaks, I have a backup vacuum. That vacuum still works. It's old, but it still technically works. Then my laundry basket. Up here we got bed sheets, we've got blankets, I've got a steamer up there because I didn't know where else to put it. We've got this old ass pillow that's very yellow, just in case somebody comes over and needs a pillow, because I don't really have any spare pillows except that one. And then there's this pillow, which is still yet to be used, because when I buy things, you'll find this out during this video, is that when I buy stuff, I like to buy kind of in bulk. I like to have stuff to spare, because, well, you can never have enough stuff. I mean, that's not true. You can have a lot, like, I'm a minimalist, really, but, like, I like to have spare stuff. So, like, when my pillow gets old, I don't have to worry about going out and buying another pillow, because I know I have another pillow waiting for me in the closet. So, love that. Love that for me. Over in this side of the closet, we've got some Halloween and Christmas decorations, again, some old blankets. This is like a tiny blanket that came with this comforter, and I'm not really sure what this, like, it's too small for, like, any practical purpose, so I'm not really sure what it's for, but it's a very tiny blanket in case I need a very tiny blanket. We have sweaters and hoodies. We've got this box, which I use for electronic waste. I put my e-waste in there, if I have any. There's a box there that I just put miscellaneous items in, like there's some old curtains in there. We've got my air conditioner unit. Over here, we have my dresser. As you can tell, this dresser is kind of falling apart. It is duct taped together a little bit. I mean, that drawer, the duct tape's not really doing too much. It's just the drawer was kind of not super stable. So anyways, hopefully this dresser lasts me a while longer, because gosh knows I do not have the money for a new dresser. Over here we have Matrix and Andrea from the show Reboot. Here we have some old, not old, but like cables, miscellaneous tech kind of stuff. Here we have my belts. Then we have books, some knitting, Fight Club. Obviously, if you know anything about me, you know that I love the movie Fight Club. This book is the one I'm currently reading. It's pretty good. And then this book I have for when I'm done reading this one. I just got these from, there's these little free little libraries around town, so I got these books from free little libraries, so I'm going to return them when I'm done with them. Here is like a little shrine for my cat who passed away last year. We've got her old harness, there's like a lock of her fur in there, there's an old toy that she used to play with. Under that there's like some brochures, some literature that I was given when she passed away, and a couple cards that I got from people when she passed away. Here are my hats, my many hats, and my adorable little animal ears. This is a gnome that my dad's wife gave to me. She made it herself, so that's pretty dang cool. Here is my night guard. Please ignore how incredibly yellow it is. I need to get a new one, but I have not gotten around to doing that yet. So yeah, then here we have a suitcase filled with drag items. I got rid of all of my wigs except one because they all smelled really bad. But I don't do drag very often anyways. So I have one wig and some clothes that I wear when I do drag. Here we have an old laundry basket. Something about me is that well, like I said, I don't really like throwing things away. And, because, you know, in case my current laundry basket breaks, it's nice to have a backup laundry basket. So I have my old laundry basket that I have not thrown away. And inside of it is actually, well, there's a box for the steamer that I bought because there's a 30-day return period on the steamer, and so I am keeping the box just in case I need to return the steamer. But there's a tray back there. It's from my dish drying rack because I bought a new dish drying rack tray thing, and it's not as good as the old one. I'll show you when I show you my dish drying rack, but it is it's pitiful compared to this old one, so I kept the old one just in case I want to switch back to the old one because it's better. This is my drying rack, or my clothing rack. This is kind of confusing. I use this, again, I'm a very weird person, please keep that in mind. And first of all, I wrapped the bottom of it in green tape because for some reason I thought that that would stop it from rusting. I don't think it will. Anyways, I use this rack to hang clothes that are either like I've worn but they're not dirty enough to put in the laundry basket yet, and I just want them to air out before I put them back in the closet. Or I put clothes on here that are kind of smelly because I wore them and kind of sweaty, and so I want them to dry out before I put them in the laundry basket because I don't want my laundry basket, like the clothes in my laundry basket, to get all like smelly and, I don't know, gross. I guess it's all going to be washed anyways, so it doesn't really matter, but like I said, I'm kind of weird and paranoid, so this shirt is gonna dry out for the night because you can see there's sweat stains on it. Like it's sweaty. I wore it today, so I'm letting that dry for the night, and then I'm gonna put it in the laundry basket tomorrow. We've got a couple hats, 2 hats hanging up here that I wore today, and so those are airing out before I put them back with my other hats. And this messenger bag, which I wore today, and so the strap of it is kind of sweaty, so again, I'm letting it air out before I put it back where it belongs. So, yeah. Boy, I am out of breath. Phew. Anyways, I guess I can leave the light on. Well, save energy. Turn the light off. Anyways, moving on. Here we have the hall closet, where I got some extra coat hangers. This is where I keep water shoes. I keep these in case it's like raining really hard and I need to go somewhere and I don't want my shoes to get soaking wet. I'll wear water shoes, which is pretty weird, but hey, again, I'm a very weird person. That's my umbrella. We've got some bounce dryer sheets up here. Over there is like my winter stuff, my scarves and hats. Here we've got my coats. Here we've got some spare toilet paper and spare bars of soap. Like I said, I like to buy things in bulk, and these were on sale, so I bought a crap ton of soap, which is good because it means I won't have to buy soap for a while. And then I've got shoes and boots in there. Here we've got like toiletries, deodorant, my nail clippers, more soap, some sewing items, like my hair clippers, beard trimmers, like, you know, toiletry kind of stuff, because there's not a lot of room in my bathroom for that sort of stuff, so that's where my toiletries go. And then we've got this hall closet, which, again, I like to buy things in bulk, so we've got lots of mouthwash, a little mirror, some stoppers, hand sanitizer, boots, spare, what do you call it, curtain, shower curtain for when my shower curtain gets old, some spare strainers for the sinks. This is a little tub of baby powder with a little makeup brush, because when I'm gonna film a video, my face is often quite shiny, so I will dust my face with a little bit of baby powder. We've got more toilet paper. We've got my medication, which comes in blister packs. We've got towels, some face cloths, there's some shampoo back there, laundry detergent. Like I said, I like to be stocked up. I like to have lots of stuff so that I don't have to buy it as often. We've got needles because this is my testosterone. If you don't know, I am on testosterone. And down here we've got a spare toilet brush, just like a blue tarp, and a bucket, stain remover. There's an old toothbrush there that I use to like scrub the stain remover in to the stain. And then we've got the bathroom. The bathroom's not very glamorous. We've got this very old mirror that looks dirty, but I promise you, it's a lot less dirty. I do clean it. It's a lot less dirty than it looks. It's just an old mirror. And then in there we have this medicine cabinet. We've got an assortment of brushes. Regular hairbrush, there's a comb, there's a beard brush that I use when I have a beard, obviously, and a wide tooth comb for if I have longer hair. I have curly hair, so I've read that a wide tooth comb is better for curly hair. We've got a little scissors for trimming my mustache and stuff. What are these called? Tweezers. My razor. I got this toothbrush because I like scrub my razor after I use it. I'll like scrub it clean. I know that's a weird thing to do, but like I said, I'm a very weird person. Toothbrush, this old piece of this, I'm very stingy, and so I use this piece of floss, like, to get something out of my teeth, but, it's still good. Like, I only used it once, so I kept this piece of floss for later. We got my toothbrush, I keep it in these cups, and I have this, like, old, stand, it's like a tripod kind of thing, to weigh the cups down so that it doesn't topple over. Some aromatherapy oil that I got from my dad's wife. I don't really know what to do with it, or where to put it, so that's where I put it. Some stuff for my hair, baby oil, toothpaste. The sink, I don't have like a place to hang my towel, so I bought this shoe rack that I hang my towel off of and could dry my hands on it, and then my face cloth I obviously just leave here. And down here is like a bath mat thing, so you can say that you don't slip in your bathtub, but I never use it. The reason the towel's on the floor is because I was gonna shower and then I decided to make this video instead, so the towel's on the floor waiting for me. This is because this thing leaks a little bit, it drips sometimes, and yes, I've told the superintendent, but he seems to have no intention of fixing it, so I just have a bowl under there for when it drips. Plunger, brush, toilet brush, Head and Shoulders. I've tried other dandruff shampoos, but nothing works like Head and Shoulders. Not sponsored, obviously, but Head and Shoulders just works. My bathtub looks dirty. I swear I do clean it. I do. And like, that stain won't come out, that stain won't come out. Like, it looks like yellow and gross, but I swear I clean my bathtub. I do. I really do. And then shower curtain, obviously. Alright. Oh, I didn't put my shoes on the shoe tray. That's weird. We've got these stains of unknown origin, which I maintain that these were here when I moved in. So you can also see my fingers are stained because I smoke cigarettes, and I know I shouldn't, but I do, and so my fingers are very stained, so that's gross. But yeah, if anyone who works for the management company that owns this building is watching, those stains were here when I moved in, I swear on my life. Anyways, there's my front door. Over here, we've got a little thing with some air freshener, sunscreen, my glasses, my sunglasses, a little face mask, hand sanitizer, cologne, and there's a mirror here. Yeah, we've got this poster that I made out of pieces of paper that I printed from the library. I actually really like it, but it is a little bit, because it's just paper, it is kind of warbly. If you could see, it's very wrinkly. What else? We've got my couch, my light. We've got a little tiny fan, because I have yet to break out the air conditioner for the summer. So I've just been using this little fan when I sit on the couch. I know this is an unusual setup. I have my kitchen table right next to the couch, but I like to use the kitchen table as a sort of like desk, so I can do work on the kitchen table as I'm sitting on the couch. Over here we've got a backpack. That's where the messenger bag goes. We've got a bag full of other bags, some extension cords. That's a piece of paper where my psychiatrist wants me to keep track of my moods this week, so that's a little piece of paper where I've been keeping track of my moods. Over here we have the cat tree, which is also duct taped together a little bit, but then again, the duct tape isn't really doing much, but there was like a split in the wood. But anyways, my cat passed away about a year ago, so I don't use this cat tree for anything. I couldn't bring myself to get rid of it, because it reminds me of my cat, and I miss her very much so. This is a giant stuffed bear that a lady at my church gave me when my cat passed away. And in here is a little stuffed tiger that my mom gave me as like a 1-year anniversary gift of my cat passing away, so that was very sweet of her. Over here we have my bike. This was a free bike. It was on somebody's lawn and it had a sign on it that said free bike, so I snatched it up and I love it. It is very awesome. Over here, this table has like a little tablecloth over top of it because my cat used to sleep underneath the table, and so it was this nice little quiet place for her to hang out, and she loved it a lot. So anyways, I haven't been able to remove the tablecloth because again, I miss my cat and it reminds me of her. There's a bicycle pump, there's a cloth for cleaning my my lens, and my phone screen and whatnot. We've got a fire extinguisher, we've got some Kleenex, we've got a desk, and this old ass chair which is ready to fall apart, and I like reupholstered it. Basically, like I sewed all of this like patchwork, and there's this mysterious stain which I'm not really sure where that came from, but yeah, like because the cushion was like falling apart, so I sewed this fabric to the seat. That took a lot of effort. Um, Again, we've got a desk. I keep spare face masks in here, and my tarot cards, and a few other miscellaneous things. Here is my dish drying rack. See what I mean by this? The new one is like, it's flimsy. It's like just not very good quality. The old dish drying rack I had was so much better, so I just couldn't get rid of it because this one kind of sucks. I mean, it works. It's fine. But anyways, here's some dishes that need to get done. A muffin that my mom baked for me. There used to be 3 in there, but now there is 1. I'll let you guess where the other 2 went. Hint, they are in my stomach. Yeah, and then in the cupboards, we've got food and plates and pans and miscellaneous stuff, and I don't feel like showing you inside of my cupboards. Underneath there we've got like cleaning supplies, and over here we've got oven mitts and assorted, that's like my toolbox basically. We've got this empty orange juice container that I kept just in case I needed it for something, but a bunch of like little wooden things that I don't know, I might need those for something. This is what I use to, I use this for like compost items. If there's anything that I don't want to put into my garbage, by the way, this is my garbage, beautiful garbage can from my dad and my and his wife. So thank you so much for that to you guys, because I love this garbage. It's very fancy. But if I have any like compostable items or anything that I don't want to put in my garbage, I'll put it in here and then run it downstairs to the appropriate disposal unit. Or we don't actually have like a compost bin at my apartment building, so I'll be honest, I just throw the compostables in the dumpster. I'm sorry, but again, we don't have a compost bin yet. Maybe we will get one in the future, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's my compost box. Again, I'll like run it down within the day, so it's not like compostable items are just sitting there rotting. I'll like, if I like eat an apple, I'll put the apple core in there and then I'll take it downstairs right away. It's just, I don't know, or like before the end of the day at least. So I promise you, old food items aren't just sitting in there rotting. And then behind that we have some ping pong balls, because my cat used to play with those, and well, she's gone now, and I haven't been able to get rid of them. You never know when I'm going to use or need a ping pong ball, so... And by the way, that is full of, like, old screws and other miscellaneous hardware kind of stuff that I might need. Some spare scissors, my cutting board, my toaster. If my mom's watching this, she got me a new dish soap dispenser, and I am gonna use it. It's just my old one, I was too lazy to put the soap from there into the new one, so I'm waiting for this one to be empty, and then I'll switch over to the new soap pump, or whatever this is called, soap dispenser thing. So, yeah, that's why I haven't switched to the new one yet. Sorry, Mom. I do really appreciate it. It is a very nice new soap dispenser. It's underneath my sink right now. Here is my fridge. I've got some magnets from the local cathedral, and my curtains, which I love because they have cats on them, even though this curtain is very old and very not white anymore, but still love it because it's got cats on it and I'm never gonna get rid of it. We have my broom, my scale, my kitchen scale. This is where I keep my recyclables. That's for like cardboard and paper, and this is for containers. And I really like this little white thing, whatever it's called, because I can put my broom inside of this like hollow, these like hollow legs or whatever you call them. I can put my broom in there and that causes it to be very convenient. By the way, I forgot to mention that this is where I sit to film videos at night, and you can see my little pride flag behind. And during the day when I film, I sit right in front of this window because the natural lighting it makes for very good lighting. So that's where I film my videos. Anyways, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.